I think you're doing good.
According to the Federal Reserve, the national student debt has grown by about $100 billion a year since 2014. That's about $3,000 per second. That's right here, $3,000 per second that it grows. A lot of the people that make this decision, they make this decision to go into debt, to go for a 4-year degree, and they go through college, and they go into a lot of debt when they're about 17, 18, or 19 years old. So they're about my age when they make that decision. And a lot of times there's a lot of problems with that because it's not everything that it's hyped up to be, a college degree is. There's a couple different problems with a college degree. The first problem is that, obviously, as we talked about, it's expensive. The College Board, that's an organization that talks about different colleges, looks at different colleges, and helps you find the best one for you. They estimate that a 4-year public college degree will cost, on average, $25,000 per year. For 4 years, that's $100,000. And then a private college will cost double that, so that's $200,000. And you have to borrow money to get that if you're borrowing money for it, and if someone else is not paying for it. You have to borrow money to get that, and so you go into a lot of debt trying to get this college degree. On top of that, it takes many, many years to complete, depending on the kind of degree you go for. If you take a 4-year college degree, that's obviously 4 years of your time that you've spent towards that. And that's 4 years that you could spend doing other things, like just building up relevant skills or building up a career for yourself that you could be using afterwards without going into debt for it. And the main problem with this is that a lot of times people don't end up even using the college degree that they get. I knew about a man who he studied etymology in college. He majored in that. And etymology is the study of where words come from. So like the word mother comes from the word mater or something like that. That's what he studied for 4 years. And when he got out of college, he realized that wasn't very useful in what he was trying to do because the only thing you can use that degree for is teaching it. So he found that that was a bit of a problem. And it seems like that happens to a lot of different people. People don't realize that they're going into degrees that might not be very helpful to them. If you go into something like medical school, or if you go into law school or business school, that's very different. That is something that you can use because that's relevant to our society today. But if you go into something that's not very useful, like gender studies or liberal arts or something like that, that's a lot of times that's not very useful, and that's not something that's going to be beneficial for you in a career later on. In spite of this, a lot of people will tell you that a college degree is necessary for life. A lot of these people don't understand how much things have changed. A college degree used to be worth a lot more than it is today. You kind of had to go into college in order to get a really good job afterwards. But it's not quite the same anymore. A lot of things have changed since then. People have gotten used to the idea that it's necessary, though, and that can be kind of a problem. I think a lot of people now think that they have to go to college in order to get a good job afterwards, but that's not the case. There are plenty of jobs that you can get without a degree. And I'll give you a few different examples. An article I found on toptrade.school, it was titled Skilled Trade Jobs with the Fastest Growth. And it found that heating and air technicians, electricians, and carpenters are some of the best paid trades on average. Trades are actually a really, really good idea to go into if you can't afford to go into college without going into debt. That can be a really good solution for you. These positions that I just mentioned, they're in demand and they actually pay pretty well because not a whole lot of people want to go into it because so many people are convinced that they have to go into college and get a degree in order to get a good job. But the thing is, these jobs, they might not be for everyone. For an example, like I'm going into welding right now. I've been going to welding school. I've been learning how to do it for this past semester. And I found that although I do enjoy it a good bit, I can see why a lot of people might not enjoy it as much. And so the thing is, a lot of times it just depends on what you want to go into. So trades may not be for everyone. Maybe you would want to go into college, but make sure it's something that would be beneficial for you. So college may be something that you want to go into, but it might not be something that's right for you. It depends on what you want to do afterwards. You should consider not going for a 4-year college degree. because of the problems it brings, like being expensive and wasting a lot of your time when you could be doing something else, and because there are other options available for you. If you can find a way to do what you love without going into debt or without wasting your time, learning something that might not be beneficial to doing what you love, if you can do what you love without doing that, then you've already found your dream job. You've already found your goal. Thank you.